Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2009 Honda Pilot, and today we're going to be installing our pure Bluetooth unit into this car. So the tools you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver and some kind of panel removal tools, and of course our pure Bluetooth car kit. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these two panels around the radio, and you just have to use the panel removal tools to get underneath. So you just work your way around and then you can pull it out with your hands. So it just held on clips, and over here there's the clip for the wire, and we're gonna press on it and disconnect it. So you just press on the clip. We're gonna move it to the side. Same thing on this side, but there's the shift lever on its way, so in our way. So we're gonna have to move it to neutral. But first we're gonna do the same thing with the panel. So at this point you gotta make sure that your foot brake is engaged, and it is, so we can put the car in neutral. Over here there's this white switch because we peel this panel back, so we can just press it and then you can move the car in neutral. Over here we're gonna remove this connection also, and I'll show you right now. So you have to press on the clip and it just comes off. So we're gonna put it to the side also. Now we're gonna use our Phillips screwdriver, which we mentioned earlier. We're gonna remove 3 screws on each side. So actually there's 2 bolts and then there's 1 screw. So we're gonna remove all 6 so we can take this radio out. Now that we removed the 4 bolts and 2 screws, this can come off. But before that, we're gonna show you what comes in the kit. So this is the pure Bluetooth module. It has a harness which we're gonna connect to the back of the radio. There's because this car is XM equipped, so you're gonna need a Y cable in order for everything to work the same way and properly. On the other side you have an auxiliary jack, a USB charging port, and there's a microphone. So the auxiliary, if you choose to run it, you can run an auxiliary, but this car already has an auxiliary, so it's up to you if you want to run it. There's also a microphone which we're going to show you how to run all the way here in the A-pillar. And there's also the optional USB charging cable, which doesn't come with the kit, but while you're installing you can also choose to wire it. So we're going to take our Y cable and we're going to remove the radio. So first thing you're going to do is remove this compartment underneath the radio. So it's just held on clips. So yeah, there's 2 clips on top and 2 at the bottom, and the 2 screws that we removed, so we can just put it to the side. Also I want to mention, if you want to wire the auxiliary cable and the charging cable, it's best to wire it over here, and you can use a drill to drill a hole right around here and drop the cables there. And now we're gonna remove the actual radio. Also, now it only held on clips over here, so we're gonna kind of separate it. Just like that. And once we remove it, over here you're gonna see a connection which is occupied right now, but we're gonna plug in our Y cable in there. So this is the connection that we're going to remove. If your car doesn't have XM radio, this will be just empty. So we're gonna press on this clip and remove it. We're gonna take our Y cable and plug in this end instead. We're gonna take the connection that we unplugged and plug it in back into our Y cable, and this is where the kit is going to plug into. So we just gotta drop it down below the radio and put the radio back. So the radio is back, and now we have this connection at the bottom. This is where we're gonna take our harness from the module and plug it in here. Just like that. So this is part one of our installation. Now we're gonna show you how to wire the microphone. So first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this panel underneath the steering wheel here and just unclip it. And now we're gonna show you how to do everything on the other side. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this small panel on the side. We're gonna use our panel removal tool. Just get underneath here. It just held on clips and you remove it. Now there's this Phillips screw which you have to remove in order to drop the rest of the panel down. Once you do that, now you can drop this side of the panel, just like that. So now we're gonna take this rubber piece and drop it down. So we're gonna take our microphone and kind of put it here on the side, and now we're gonna just feed the wire down, and while you're doing that, put the rubber piece back. The main goal is to get this whole thing behind the dash and feed it to the radio. So we're gonna take our cable here. So the main goal is to catch it behind here like I just did with my hand and pull it behind the dashboard. And now you can just tuck all the wires in and put the rubber piece back. And now we're gonna continue with this wire on this side, on the inside of the car. So we're just gonna catch the cable underneath the steering wheel here, behind the dashboard. Same over here. So once you put this panel back, you're not gonna see any wire. And we're gonna bring it right around the back of the radio so we can plug it in into our module, just like that. So at this point you can put this panel back. So we're gonna remove, we're actually not gonna remove the radio, we're just gonna fish it underneath here. So now that it's here in the middle, there's a microphone slot here which we're going to plug it into. And at this point, like I mentioned earlier, you can choose to wire the optional charging cable and the auxiliary cable into this compartment right here by drilling a hole in this corner so it's not going to be visible. But we're not doing this on this particular car, but we'll still demonstrate how everything works. And before putting everything back, you gotta hide the module. So particularly on this car, it's a good spot right here, down below, which the module is not going to be in the way of anything. So now we're gonna show you how everything works. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the car to its first position in order to turn the radio on. So everything still works the same way. The radio is playing. We're gonna press the CD button. Now instead of 2 options, this button has 3 options. So first time you press it's the auxiliary, so the built-in auxiliary that this car has. Press it one more time, you get the CD option, and everything works the same way. Press it again, you get the CDC option. So now we're gonna go to our Bluetooth settings on our phone. Here you go, there's the GTA car kit, and we're gonna pair to it. So now that it's been paired, we're gonna go to our music, press play, and now everything plays over the radio. So you can control the music from the phone, or you can use the skip button on your radio to control the music, just like that. Same with the steering wheel controls. So now that if somebody gives you a phone call while you're listening to music, and we're gonna demonstrate right now, the music will pause and you're gonna hear the ring over the radio. And there's two ways to answer. You can either do it from the actual phone, or you can answer by pressing the skip button. So right now we're getting a phone call. Just gonna press the skip button to answer. And to hang up, same thing. Just like that. And if you wired the auxiliary, then right now you see disc 1, then you would have to switch by using the number 5 on the radio to disc 2, and that's where you can use the auxiliary. On disc 2 it will only play there. And if you want to go back to Bluetooth, you gotta be in disc 1, just like that. And again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits on how to install pure Bluetooth in a 2009 Honda Pilot. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.